I want to talk about creation with you guys and how when we have these emotions, because at the moment, I have these raw emotions in my throat, and how I wanted to channel it, how I wanted to use it, and it was very inspired. And don't want you to waste 1 second about creation using channeling emotions, because I want to talk about power and imagination, but it's literally like when you use what's coming within you as a source of creation, you come into your power more, right? So you're going to hear the roosters in the back, and then it's a bit windy. But so I felt these emotions, I was speaking about something to someone, and then I had all this come up, and I was like, okay, now I want to process this into a message. Creation does not mean we always have to be at a certain high frequency. Creation does not mean, creation literally means everything that ever exists, what has been created, and everything that ever could be created is source, right? And energy cannot be created or destroyed, it can only be transmuted, which means what? That whatever way we're observing creation, whatever way we're observing source, converts into that reality. And at the moment, because I was feeling this rawness, you can feel it. So I brought up some stuff, and it's also obviously clearing. It's come to awareness, and then I'm channeling it into spoken words, which is then obviously becoming creation itself, because I'm giving it space. And then also at the same time, it's turning into my power, because I'm constantly speaking my truth. So how could you use whatever's coming for you? Maybe it's pain, maybe it's grief, maybe it's rage, maybe it's anger, and you can always feel it in your throat, in your heart space, wherever you're feeling, in your lungs, in your liver. The more you become aware of what you're feeling, and then ultimately you become the person who has built the ability to process this into it's living, right? Emotions, energy, and motion, all that. And then you can actually turn it into spoken words, into poetry, into action, into movement, into inspired message, whether you're writing it, speaking it, being it, moving it, being whatever with it, and that becomes creation. So creation is very powerful when it's coming from within, and it's really coming as inspired action. We don't sit for hours and days like, oh, I'm feeling, a lot of you who feel in funk and feel like, oh, I'm feeling this, right? I've been depressed, I've been anxious, I've been many things in my life. But once you build the ability, you no longer will lose yourself to it. You will become the person who has the power to actually play with it, and that is where we become creation itself. That's where we become power itself. That's where we become this vortex, this powerful creator who can play with energy and imagination. I can imagine that I will turn it into a message. I can imagine whether that message impacts 100 people, one person, a million, doesn't matter. I can imagine potentials with what I've created. So you see how power, imagination, and creation always are coexisting, and you want to create that infinity there. You're using it, you're channeling it, right? And so I really hope this message serves you. And I can see ordinary dragonflies all around me. I'm in Uluwatu, Bali. And I want you to use these emotions, whatever you're feeling. Do not be scared. This is what I constantly say. Your power comes from feeling it all. And then a lot of people, like I always say I'm a feeler, but I used to lose myself to the feeling and never really fully understood how to convert it into my power. So here's the thing: if you're a feeler, and you got to be, this is what the human experience is. If you're not, that means you've been trained yourself to numb it. So once you're a feeler and you have learned how to play with what you're feeling, that converts into your power. This is where you convert all of it into power, and then you start playing with creation, with emotion, energy, and then you use your imagination. You're constantly thinking of potentials with what you are creating, what you are speaking, writing, feeling, moving into, and then that will create certain realities for you, and this is how you create a reality. So no emotion is wasted, no tear is wasted, nothing is wasted when you actually become the person who knows how to play with it. So I really hope that this message is going to serve you. I love you guys.